Okay, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Division 1, Round 5 here in the Netherlands of Zandvoort. I'm Dame Zero, your lead commentator here today. Alongside me, Mr. ERN Storm. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. I was a bit nervous about the real F1 race. Went a bit long, but yeah, that was it.
Tell me about it. There was a bit of rushing around moments. Let's just say that.
The weather looks a bit strange.
Like it does in the pit lane. I'm looking in the pit lane now, David, and it does look a bit damp out there. It's not raining, but the track looks damp, which is interesting to see. I'm just going to ask some people who are in the race to see if there is any information on what the race conditions will be like. As we have our first car out, we have Kenneth out, and we also have Bruno Will in the Haas on the medium tyres straight away, David. So I've seen some of his laps already, and they are just, as they always are with Bruno Will, insane. I mean, have you seen the run that he did on the mediums prior to this, David? The video, have you seen it?
What did you say?
Bruno Will's qualifying time on the mediums.
Yeah. My God.
I think that just sums it up. Anytime you say "my God," that's when it's a bit extreme.
Exactly.
So we have information from Mr. ERN Marshall, who is in this lobby, letting us know that it is going to be, in fact, David, a dry race. So with no damp conditions whatsoever. I think the only wet session we've had was a qualifying session, if I'm not wrong in saying, and I think was it last week in China or was it Vietnam? That the only time we've seen the rain so far, and I feel like it was in.
I think it was.
Division 2.
We have had a lots of dry races, but yeah.
Yeah, I really hope it doesn't rain for when I'm here on Tuesday, as Bruno Will locked up there going into the hairpin. Be interested to see where he's going to put it. He'll put it on the provisional fold because he will be the first man around. He's on the medium compound tyre going into the fast right-hander, full flat. Straight through there as much as he can, down into 6th gear, get as much exit as he can, get the speed through there, down into 3rd, into 4th now. He short shifts up, gets it into 5th, and then back down into 3rd for the next hairpin, down onto the DRS straight. It's a short lap here, David. It's only about a 1 minute, but we're looking around the 1 minute 8s, 1 minute 7s possibly for Division 1 qualifying here, so it is a relatively short lap. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting to see where they're able to do it.
Sorry. I strongly think that we are going to see 107s here. I really do. As you all know, me and Kenneth are good friends, and we have done some practice, and he is strong on this track.
108.9 from Bruno Will. Be interested to see where Kenneth comes. He's just about to come around the final corner now as Blackie goes a 109.7. Kenneth does a 109.1, slower than Bruno Will on the soft compound tyres. FXBR, he goes a 109.4. Presto with a 109.1. Who else is coming round now? I have Speedy with a 125.1, so he messed up on his lap. He'll be going back out for another one. Schufer's about to come round into the banked corner on the medium compound tyres. Onto the podium, Instinct Will. Who else have we got there now at this current moment in time?
Connell.
Marshall does a 109.0. Schuf does a 109.9. Boots a 109.8. We also have BMG with a 110.3. We then have Connor with a 108.5. Instantly trying to take it to Bruno Will, but the tyre compounds are different. That is the big crucial thing here, David. They are different. Oh, Skippy gets a big tank slapper there. Sorry, David.
We all have seen Bruno Will's hot lap, and yeah, I mean, he's a division on his own.
He is just, he's an animal. That's what he is, David. He is an animal. As Toby backs out of his lap, he goes into the pits, onto the podium.
Just about to say, nice to see Toby Griffiths. It's a really strong driver, has have a couple of weeks off, and yeah, it's really good to see.
Good seeing back out there. Instinct Will goes 9th with a 109.5 onto the podium as well to cross the line. Now he does a 112.5, so he clearly messed up on that lap also. Relic Nook is about to come round the hairpin, and he is the last person who's out now to set a time in the Mercedes. Now it's going to be interesting to see where he can put it on. A very strong driver, David. Gets unlucky sometimes, says that Williams really gets out the way there as quickly as he possibly could. A bit dangerous going onto the right-hand side straight across the track as he comes down to the DRS straight now. Across the line, and he goes 10th with a 109.5. Good banker lap from him. So most drivers now have their banker laps in and ready to go. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Interesting start, especially the two Hasses, David. They're really looking strong today.
Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. A lots of points for Haas.
Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. Because you're not really getting that many, are you, David? you have to rely on these two, don't you?
Yes. This is the weakest start I ever done in a league racing season, but yep. Someone needs to do it sometime.
Yeah, you've got to go over the obstacles sometimes. You have to go over the obstacles. As we have Kenneth on an outlap, FXBR on an outlap, Blackley is on an outlap, and Toby Griffiths is also on an outlap. So some of these drivers as well, David, if they're going for the 2-stop in this race, they could have chose the softer option, and maybe, because the lap time's so short, could get 4 qualifying runs in if they wanted to.
Yeah.
It's very possible. Kenneth...
I think we're going to see some really different strategies. It's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, there are multiple strategies that you can do here. Definitely, you got the 1-stop, you got the 2 stops, you got the outside the top 10, 1 stop with the medium to hards. There's multiple things you can do.
Time for Kenneth lap.
Locks up there. A bit of a lock-up going into the first corner, into the hairpin, going through here, into that fast right, and then straight on the brakes again, locking up majorly on his front left there as he goes through the banked hairpin onto the exit now, gets a good exit, and he comes straight down. It's not really a straight, is it, David, his turns? I think it's 6 and 7 into turn 8 of the fast right-hand corner, as much as he can and much power as he can. Let's see how he's able to cope with this. He's just under 210 as he invalidates, as I'm about to say it. Took too much curb and it's invalidated his run there. He was 2/10 quicker. Bruno, the Brazilian magician, is now on his hot lap and he's gone out on soft compound tyres. And it'll be interesting to see where he puts it. He's not really bothered about strategy. He's gone out on the mediums to get a test there. He wants that pole position, doesn't he?
See his sector 2 time.
He didn't get a purple 1, David, I don't think. Which is interesting to see from Bruno Will.
You can't always trust that. He is 4 tenths up.
4 tenths up. Yeah, never mind. Ignore that, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Bruno Will to put it on provisional pole, as always. This man is something else. I have never seen anybody else like this as he comes across the line. Now, where's he going to put it? He puts it on provisional pole by a 108.2. And we're not even at our final runs.
Exactly, but also, to be honest, the track is not that hot. As in time trial. You can see the clouds, and he's probably going to be a bit faster, but...
Improves, but not by much. He might get a bit faster. We might just see him drop into the 107s, possibly. It would be good to see what he does.
Up on his time too.
Connor's up on his time. He's on a 108.5 at this current moment in time, and he's up just under a 1/10 of a second. See if he's able to make any progress here as he goes through this hairpin. It's a tricky hairpin, David. You catch that curb, it's going to send your car into a spin. Goes around the final corner. You've really got to be careful of the curbs here in Zandvoort. If you touch even one of them, David, it can really send you straight off. He comes across the line, and he's two tenths up, a 108.3.
Nice.
It's a good lap from him, keeping close to Bruno Will, which is very good for him. We have ERN Speedy on a lap. We also have Relic Nook on a lap. Shoofers on an out lap. Wood Dragon War onto the podium has invalidated his attempts. So the next man to cross the line is going to be Mr. ERN Speedy, and he's backed out of his attempt. That's a shame for him. Wood Dragon War now will be the next man to cross the line as he's coming right behind his teammate, and he's on a flyer. Oh, Speedy gets out the way. That's good of him. As Wood Dragon War now comes around the final corner, DRS enabled, runs out. A lot of them are running out of energy before the line, and he puts himself P10 with a 109.5. Not a bad lap from him, a second up on his previous time. We also have BCC Legends in the McLaren in P9 with a 109.4 at this current moment in time.
Schoof has started his lap.
Schoof is on his lap as well. The McLaren, he's not. Oh, he really late turn there. He's not looking stable here, David, whatsoever. Like this is one of them tracks, David, where it's either you love it or you absolutely despise this track. Oh, as he goes into the wall. He goes into the wall. He loses the back end there on the exit of the hairpin going into the DRS straight. And he goes straight into the wall, unable to catch it. And that's some front wing damage for him. Big shame. Just as I was saying, he doesn't look comfy out there whatsoever. He sends it straight into the wall.
Schoof is up 7 tenths on his time.
Shoot up 7 tenths, that will put him into the 108.9s at this current moment in time. Can he improve even more through the sector 3? He's just about to go around the final bank corner now as much as he can. Once again, he will highly likely run out of ERS like all the other drivers. Yes, he has. There it is. DRS is wide open. Across the line. He goes third with a 108.7. That's a really good lap, that is. Fantastic lap there from Schoof in the racing point. Really good lap. So now, David, we are in that crossover point of people coming into the pits and people going on out laps, but Toby Griffiths is on a lap now in the other racing point. He is currently last. He's not set a time yet. It's about to go around the second to last corner, gets that in nicely, gets the exit nicely, doesn't invalidate it, which is very good. Comes around the bank corner now as he hits the DRS on. There it is. Runs out of energy before the line, crosses the line. Where's he going to put it? He puts it P5 with a 109 dead. That's a really good lap from him as well after the struggles that he may have had during this qualifying. And he's managed to stick that into P5 at this current moment in time. But we'll have to see what the rest of the drivers do on their out laps. Marshall is on his flying lap now as well in the Sauber. So is Kenneth behind him as he invalidates it. Marshall invalidates it. That's a big shame for him. Just went too wide round the fast right-hander.
Kenneth is 2 tenths up after sector 1.
Ooh,
no!
Kenneth, no!
Was it lag?
Oh no, he's lost it again! Oh no, there he goes!
No.
I think he clipped the curb, David. The back end got away from him. He did manage to save it, but under the panicking of saving it, David, he's got his turning wrong for the next corner, and he's clipped the curb, and that's what sent him. That's a big shame there for Kenneth.
FXBR is starting his lap.
FXBR is starting his lap. He's in the AlphaTauri at this current moment in time. We got Speedy on a flying lap now in the Ferrari.
Davizin?
I'd say it's Davizin.
Yeah, Davizin.
It's just easier to say. It just sounds easier to say FXBR, but he's currently in 4th though, with a 108.7, less than 300th of a second separate him and Schoof as a big lock up and goes very deep there into the banked hairpin. That could really affect his time, David. Now, David, say if this was you in your position and you locked up like that and went deep into a corner, would you back out of it or would you keep on going? Especially with the time that you have left. In fact, he's a 10th up. Never mind that, he's a 10th up.
I would at least wait to sector 1 was finished to see where I was on the delta. Yeah, definitely. I mean, he is a 10th up, so it's definitely worth him going. That lock-up didn't really affect his time as he locks up again going into that corner. This time the front right, unable to cope with the braking pressures. He goes into the second to last corner now, into the banked corner as he doesn't invalidate, which is always good. It's a tricky with
track limits here, David. It can be a tricky one as he goes across the line now, and he goes third with a 108.3. That's another really good lap now. People are closing in on Bruno Will, but Bruno Will's out there having his lap time on show. Other drivers on a lap now. We have Boots who's on a lap. We've also got BCC Legends. We have Wood Dragon Warrior. I think it's the next person to cross the line. No, I don't think it is. I think it's onto the podium. No, he's coming to the pits. So it will be Wood Dragon Warrior in the Ferrari. The Ferrari now, he's backed out of his lap. That's unfortunate for him. Who else have we got coming across the line? Now we've got JC Black. He's about to come across the line. He's in 15th. He goes 8th with a 109 dead. We have a McLaren now coming across the line of BCC Legends. He's backed out of his lap. The Mercedes of Relic has backed out of his lap as well. Oh, as he crashed! The Mercedes crashes into BCC Legends in the pit lane. I think BCC Legends slammed on and nearly just stopped dead. And the Mercedes just went straight into the back of him there. So we have is that the other Mercedes? I think it is, of Kenneth, who's been out there, David, for 2 laps, so he'll be coming in this lap.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Presto.
Yeah.
P10. Let's see where he's going to put it across the line. He goes P6 with a 108.9.
Nice.
Presto's one of them, David. He can put in a decent quality lap, but his race pace is absolutely unreal.
Oh, yeah. Same with Relic Nook. I say it every race.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. You do. So, Boots at this current moment in time is coming into the pit. So, he's backed out of his. Marshall is on an out lap. JC Blackie is coming to the pits. Marshall will be the next person to cross the line, and he's just setting his time. A lot of drivers, David, have gone for their last laps quite early on compared to usual.
Yeah, actually. Gibby. I'm riding along with Gibby. He's starting his lap now.
Gibby starting his lap. Will go to him after Marshall has done his. He's in the Sauber. He's currently in P10 with a 109 dead. He'll be really looking to try and get it further up the grid, maybe more into that midfield to try and get a better start off the line. It's a short run down to turn 1 here at this track, so anything can be to play play for. That's the sentence I'm looking for, David. I got it out in the end.
Oh no!
Oh, Marshall.
He got
traffic. Oh, he got traffic. Oh, there's wing damage. There's damage on the track. There was damage on the track as he went past them. Where's that from? Who's in front of him?
Idea. Oh no!
It's an Alpha Tauri, isn't it? Oh, he's off the track. He's off the track. That's unfortunate for him.
He got traffic in a just bad position.
Yeah, Marshall now coming round the final corner. Let's see where he's able to put it in the Sauber. He's currently 10th with a 109 dead. And he is going to go as he crosses the line. He goes 6th with a 108.8. That's a really good lap from him. Schuf is on a lap at this current moment in time. Connor R is on a lap as well.
It's just that Bruno is on an out lap. Is he going to manage it?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's going for it.
I guess so. Wood Dragon War is also on a lap. Gibby might be able to start another lap. I don't think he will be able to. Onto the podium's on the lap, and he got a bit squirrely there, going into the second to last corner. Oh no, Mr. Speedy. Where has he crashed? Oh, it's Sector 1. It's Sector 1. That's such a shame for him. A big shame. Let's see if we can go on board with Gibby and see what his car is looking like. It's probably... Oh, no, the car's already gone. Bloody hell, the marshals are quick here, aren't they, David? No safety cars this week if they're that quick.
Oh, yeah.
As we now have, I think it's... The Haas of Connor. Connor R was 2 tenths up, David, and he's backed out at the lap.
Oh.
It said to me, he's not invalidated it, but it says in the top right corner, he was 2 tenths up. As we have Marshall, no, is it? Oh, Boots is off! Boots is off on his run. He's gone into the fast right-hander, and he's really messed up that one. That's a big shame for him. Bruno will cross the line. He stays and doesn't go any quicker with his time. Marshall, we also have, who else do we have out on track? We have Relic, who's got a broken front wing, David. That's where the damage might have come from. Relic has a completely broken front wing. And I think, David, that wraps up our qualifying.
Yeah, I think so too.
A strange end to the qualifying, because normally, David, as we both know, it's just time after time after time after time after time at the last runs. But this week, it just seems to be a bit of not a mess, should I say, a bit of a strange one with people choosing to go out at different times.
Yeah. It's also strange with this time glitch that you actually can start your time even if the time was down to 0.
Yeah. Codemasters, David. What did we expect anything better from Codemasters?
No,
like, really?
Absolutely not.
They say the game's better, but really, we all know it's a bit worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that does wrap up our qualifying. The two Hasses, it's a Haas 1-2. BRL Bruno Will taking pole position here in Zandvoort with Conor sat behind him. And it's not letting me see anything. I think that is the end of qualifying. The actual session has ended, I think. Yep, there it is.
Yep.
So we've got Bruno Will in first, Conor R in second, FXBR in third, Kenneth in fourth, Shoof in fifth, Marshall in sixth, Presto in seventh, Toby in eighth, BCC Legends in ninth, and Boots rounding up the top 10. So not a bad qualifying grid so far. It really isn't, and I think we'll have a full grid when we get on there, David, because I'm pretty sure Noam has joined, hasn't he? So he'll start from the back of the grid.
Yep. That's going to be interesting too. He has great race pace.
Yeah, it's really going to be interesting to see how this race comes out, because this is the first time we've came here, David. This track,
it is.
We've never raced here. None of our drivers have raced here in this division anyway, or this league, should we say? And it's going to be very interesting to see how the pack does, especially with the short run down to turn one, and with it being such a slow corner, how that pack is going to bunch up.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be really interesting.
And then it's not only just the first turn, David. You got turn 2 and 3 with the banked hairpin. That's going to be chaos. In my mind, that's all I visualize is chaos.
It's going to be really interesting, at least, and hope we don't see safety cars.
I think we will. I think we'll get one. Only one. I think we'll only get one, but I think we will get one. What are your predictions, David, for the top 3?
I mean, I think the top 3 in qualifying is going to be strong in the race too. I mean, I know Kenneth has some great race pace and he's up there too, so challenge for the podium. But yeah, we will see. We have some strong drivers behind also, and safety cars can really play in their hands. So.
Yeah, definitely. I think the top 10 I'm definitely going to go for. I think it's going to be Bruno Will, Conor R, and then I think I'm gonna go with one of your favourite picks, David. To be perfectly honest with you, Mr. Presto. I think he might take a podium today.
Someone rated up, so it's a new lobby. You can post the stream.
Who was it? It was
it's
Blackie, yeah, right.
Blackie.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back shortly. We